So this is just a test. This is just a test for me. Just trying out StreamYard for my podcast. I'm doing this from my actual computer camera. I don't know if the quality gets better if I upgrade my plan or not, but this is All Things Deep. This is a podcast that I'm going to throw in here once a week on my channel. My channel is more than a podcast channel. My channel is actually about self-development, spirituality, that inner work that people want to skip over and think that they're going to be this awesome person when they have not done the inner work. There's so many people out here on this internet that basically it's like the blind leading the blind, because you see all this hype, and I get it. It's young people out there that is in their early 20s. You got some time. I don't recommend this, but you got some time to go through the motions. However, if you get with the wrong people and they start manipulating you, brainwashing you, you can easily become a person that you're going to look up one day and not like. You can easily become a person who has no real character, has no real anything, because you built your life off of something that was just superficial. So, of course, my podcast is All Things Deep because I am a deep girl. Like, I don't like shallow shit. I never been materialistic. I like nice things. I like to stay in luxury. Like, when I go out of town, I want to stay at the best hotels. Like, that's what you go out for, experience. Why would I want to go somewhere and not stay somewhere nice? So don't get it twisted. I like nice things. I like staying in nice places. I like luxury items. However, I've never been materialistic. I never let these things make me. Like, I don't run out and try to keep up with the Joneses. I don't really care. Like, it don't move me like that. So this is just a test. I don't know if I'm gonna send this live on my page. I'm really trying to figure out, like, this is I'm looking at the computer camera and it's really awkward. It's really awkward. So I don't even know where I'm looking at. I'm just trying to look at the camera. So I hope I'm looking at you all. But this is just a short, brief podcast testing. And I was just searching the internet. Not searching the internet. I was just on the internet, on social media, and just came across content of, all these people out here that are coaches and that are doing all of this stuff who are not right on the inside. And it's like the blind leading the blind. And that's why if you go on my channel, I always tell people, have your own mind. It is okay to look up to people, be inspired by people, learn from people, because I feel like I'm a teacher. So if I'm coming online to do anything, to say anything inspirational, I'm basing it off the things that I've been through in my life. I have been through so many situations that I have learned from, that I have actually learned from, took that in, and it grew who I was. It grew me in character. We always hear people say, stand for something or fall for anything. There's a lot of people out here falling for a lot because they don't even know what they stand on. And we living in the age of Aquarius. Is so much information. So many people want to be seen. Everybody got something to say, which you're supposed to. I'm not saying everybody has to be on social media expressing their opinions everywhere, but if you feel like you have something valid to say that's going to enrich and uplift people, then say it. Like, I don't even I'm not a fake positivity person, fake positivity or any of that. But once you know how the mind work, how your subconscious mind works, you're gonna like, when you're learning that stuff, you're gonna understand how important it is to speak life and to speak positive, because everything that you're speaking, everything that you not thinking twice about, and you just talking, all of that stuff manifests in your life in different ways. But spirituality is not all about the good. Spirituality is actually about the dark and how to, and I'm not talking about the dark, like evil dark. Because you do have people out here that does not align with what you align with. They do shady things to get where they at. They step on people on the way up. People do all kind of things behind closed doors, and that's none of my business. That's none of my business. But I'm a spiritual girl, so I understand. In order to understand the light and how powerful the light is, you must also understand the dark, and you must also not deny any darkness that was within you. Because we all have a shadow side. We all probably have done something that we should not done. But here's the thing: once you acknowledge that, Don't try to hide and say, oh, or try to act like you never done anything wrong, or try to act like that you're just some saint. I don't know how to explain this, but like, it's just a lot of blind leading the blind. This is a test, but if I'm gonna make it a test, I might as well speak this something that's on my heart freshly, and that is, you cannot skip the inner work. You cannot skip over working on yourself internally. How do you do this? Because I also came across a video, someone saying, well, people tell you to do this and do that, but they don't really tell you how to do it. You know, Here's the thing. You have to follow your inner knowing. You have to believe in a higher power. You have to believe that your life means something outside of anything in this world. You came here for a reason. You can believe that or you don't have to believe that. But here's the thing, you have to sit with yourself, and you got to get real with yourself. And you have to, healing is us healing from childhood trauma. We have to heal from our teenage years. Then you got to heal from your early adult, just depending on how old you are. And look up different traumas. You can't really explain to nobody how to heal them because you don't know what all they need to heal through. But the whole healing process just started with knowing that you telling yourself, I need to heal. I am not the person that I want to be. I hold on to a lot of hurt, anger, pain. I am not happy. I want to be better in life. I want a different life for myself. It starts with just being honest with yourself. That's how the healing process starts. It starts with looking back at your mom, your father, and the people you had around you as a child. If you grew up in the hood, that environment, that was not like a normal environment. That was an environment where you may have seen different things that others did not have to grow up around. So that is a form of our trauma as well. Like, I didn't always live in the hood, but I literally moved to the projects when I was like 8 years old. So from 8 to about 19, I was in a neighborhood they would call the hood. So like all them experiences I learned throughout them years, that is not normal. That was like seeing dice games, seeing people have guns. That's not like a normal and I don't like using the word normal because I really feel like every human being at a certain level had to go through different experiences. We didn't all come here to experience the different things. So I'm happy I grew up how I did. I'm happy that I seen what I seen. I'm happy that I have my street smarts. I'm grateful for all that because guess what? I learned from it. I look back and I see that was just a part of my life that now I can go in a whole different direction. That was just a part of my life. So many people want to take that hood mentality. They want to take that street smarts and I'm a gangster B and all this and try to take it with them through life. No, you got to shed them old layers of yourself. You have to shed who you once were. I see so many people. I have different voice. I have different speaking voices. When I'm passionate, you might get this raw passionate. When I'm calm and I just want to do a video, you might get like I do a video that I post about healthy relationship advocate. So I'll be like healthy relationship advocate here, and I'm coming from a calm place. But when I'm doing something at the spur of the moment and I'm passionate about it, my voice is going to be different. You have people out there that want to judge you, talking about she not being her. My personality is big. I am a complex person. So you may not get what you're going to get from me all the time is a genuine heart, a sweet spirit. I'm going to feel my energy, a balanced person. I'm a fair person. I stay away from people. I stay to myself. That's another thing. I love people. I don't say I'm not an introvert, but I'm not the extrovert or however you say it. I'm both. I can be both. So one minute you might get my introvert side, the other minute you might get my outgoing side. But I'm not finna let nobody, I know who I am. I've been like this my whole life. I can go a month and don't talk to nobody. And not literally not talk to nobody, but like being social, I can go. And that's one thing that has helped me heal. That's why I have done a lot of healing work because you have to be in solitude. Here's the thing, this social media era has it to where people don't even know how to go in solitude. It's like they need some. You don't understand that that's a part of your trauma when you feel like you got to be on a scene, you got to be in a mix, you got to be gossiping about something, you got to be like, in order to heal, you got to come to a place where you just be, and you're not even focused or worried about anything else. You're not um you ain't doing nothing but focusing on yourself. You just trying to work through your own issues. Another form to healing is forgiving the past, especially when you was a child and you may have went through a lot, seen a lot. That was not your fault. You was a child. You know, so forgive your parents, forgive all the experiences that you may have had as a child. Like, um people skip over their trauma and get right to the money. And when you do that, it shows. It really shows. Your character shows. And it's a lot of people out here that are blind to people's. I feel energy. I can see energy through a video. I can see energy through a picture. I can feel ungenuine. That's why when I go to, some people wonder why maybe I don't want to be around them. Like, I don't like conflict either. I'm not a person that just wants to start conflict. I'm very blunt at times, but I'm really not a person of conflict. But I will handle my business. Like, I always been a fighter, win or lose or draw. But I'm too old for that now. So that's not the type of mindset that I have. But what I'm saying is, I'm not a person that likes conflict. But I done been around people that so-called my friends that I felt ungenuine feelings from them. And if these people are not on a healing journey, sometimes you can't even go to these people with your problems because they're going to shut you down, or not even your problems. Maybe they done something to you, yet you don't even know how to go to them because you already know they got an attitude. You already know it's going to be, yeah, back and forth. It's rah, rah, rah. They're not going to listen to you. So I stay to myself a lot, and that's not good. This year, I'm not doing it. I'm going to be more vocal about how I feel, but I'm really just staying to myself and waiting for my tribe of people to come in that have genuine spirits, genuine hearts. And because really, when people don't operate like this, it's just their trauma. It has nothing to do with you. If you know you are genuinely a good person and you have a good spirit, but you get these different vibes from people, most of the time it's just a reflection of them and what maybe what they need to work on as a person. It's not, now some people do, look, y'all, bottom line is, you cannot skip the inner work. You cannot skip the lonely days and the lonely nights, the lonely weeks, the lonely months. I'm at a place now, I feel like I've done a lot of healing. So it's not time for me to sit back and be in solitude this year. It's time for me to get out there and teach what I know and help other people heal. I cannot heal you, but I can assist in your healing. My words can help heal you. My actions or things that I can do to help uplift your spirit can help assist you in your healing. I can tell you things that I have done to heal myself. Um, I do a lot of reading. I watch a lot of content on healing and trauma, and I follow people who study psychology, and I can impart my wisdom into you to help you on your healing journey. But it's a lot of people out here that are fake. I'm so sick of all these fake people on the internet, and I know that they're not genuine. I can feel their energy. It's a couple of people that everybody praises, and I just seen this person character, and I'm like, this is not a good person. I instantly want to unfollow that person. This was like 2 years ago. Now unfolding, a lot of stuff is coming out about this person not being a good person. So I always get my inner instincts confirmed. See, when you stay true to you, when you stay true to your intuition, because everything when you get in tune with yourself, it's going to help guide you through life. But here's the thing, people don't want to be still enough to even get in tune with themselves. And you're not going to be perfect. You're going to have, like, I have periods of time where I'm just out there and I've been out there too long and I need to come back to myself. But now I'm getting in a rhythm where this is just a lifestyle for me, and I must meditate. I must take that time for my self-care, to heal myself and to be away on a daily basis. Really, everybody should be trying to manifest, yes, but everyone should be trying to meditate at least 15 minutes a day. And that's where you just sit quietly, like you can just sit here and meditate just like this. Doing this for 15 minutes a day, you will be surprised. You will be shocked on how this helps you be a more calmer person in life. It will help your mind be clearer. It will help you to respond and not react to people. So 2023, it's time to really go within. People don't want to do that boring work. See, people will see the glitz and glam, the cars, the houses, the bags, the all of this. And what I don't like in today's society, they see people with these things and they automatically put these people on a pedestal that they didn't even truly. Some people earned it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about the talented people that has real businesses going on, not doing no shady business. They actually doing things the right way, or they using their talents or their skills to get. I'm not talking about that, but it's a lot of people out here that they characters and things like that are not in order. How they treat people is not in order, but you still put them on a pedestal that they did not earn. That they did not earn. And it's like these people can do no wrong. And guess what? When you heal, that is not even really none of your business. It's not none of your concern. Like, it's none of my concern, but it's sad to see the blind leading the blind. That's what it all. It's sad to see people worship celebrities and put people in like they give them this, y'all know what I'm talking about. How people really comment under celebrities. Like it's a few people out there. I might comment and say happy birthday or something to my. I've never been. I stopped being a fan when I was a teenager. Like, Aaliyah was the last person I can say I was an actual fan of. Now, like, I respect people talent, like Chris Brown and certain artists. Like, they are talented. You cannot take their talent. You can't take their talent away from me. But as far as being a fan, passing out or searching through crowds to get to them or close to them, I ain't doing none of that. Because at the end of the day, anybody could be in this position. If you have a talent and you go through the motions to get out there and be famous, this can happen to anybody with talent. And they're just a regular persons. We all have talents in different ways, but we're all human beings at the end of the day with different talents. So I'm not gonna be out here fainting and, to each his own. You can do what you want to do. I'm not trying to control nobody's life. I believe that we all came here to experience different things in life and to be different ways. But what I'm saying, if you're an adult and you know that it's some things about you that you don't like, you ready to change, you got to do the inner work. It's too much information out here, too many books. It's too much going on for you not to know how to get into a space where you just want to work on your self-development, where you just want to work on your spiritual side, because you need that as a foundation. Like, that's your foundation. Is your spiritual health is your foundation. Your spiritual health is what you stand for. Your morals and principles and values, or anything else, is going to build itself up off of that. And as y'all know, I'm not a religious person anymore. I'm a spiritual person, but I feel like we're all spiritual. We're all spiritual beings, and religion is just something that came in, But once you grow spiritually, you'll understand how to grow even from that and go even farther. But this is just a test on y'all on StreamYard. I may start doing my podcast through StreamYard, and then I can add guests. But this is All Things Deep. This will be my podcast that I will be dropping once a week. I'm probably gonna start this a little bit before spring. Like, I'm doing a lot of inner work, still developing myself, still trying to map out a plan of how I want to share myself with the world and to help anybody out there. So, without overwhelming myself. But yes, I do want to, my plan is to drop a podcast episode every week on my YouTube. My YouTube is about other things, so feel free to watch my other videos. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Also, if you don't want to watch this on YouTube, my podcast will be on other platforms. So the next episode, you can also, I got to get it on Apple. It's on every platform but Apple. And I think I need to be consistent first and then do what I need to do to get it on Apple. But it's on Anchor, it's on Spotify, and it's on some other platforms. I will make sure to have a list of those the next time I'm on. My first season on my podcast, I will be talking about relationships, all kinds of relationships with your family, your friends, your siblings, your significant other. Relationships is what my first season will be about. So y'all make sure y'all tune in. If you have a podcast out there, and I like to talk about everything. That's why my podcast is All Things Deep. The only thing I really don't like talking about is like politics, because I feel like that's just blah to me. Like, I don't, everybody know politics is, it's not for me. So that's like, I can talk about it, but that's the only thing I don't like talking about. But other than that, I'm open, I'm deep, I'm a great conversationalist. I'm growing and developing every day. So if you're a podcast person out there and you would like to have me on your podcast or vice versa, once I get my consistency going and you can see my topics and the things I want to talk about. And yeah, or if you want to be on my show, make sure you reach out to me. You know, I need to get a specific email for that. But if you want to work with me, email me at Sharday, SHARDAY 2real@gmail.com. And it's going to be the number 2. So it's going to be Sharday, the number 2, and then REAL, Sharday2real@gmail.com. But this was just a test. I know I'm probably looking crazy because I don't know whether to look at, because this is my computer, this is my laptop. So I don't know whether to look at the camera. So I'm looking dead at the camera. And as I'm looking at the camera, I don't see how I look because I'm looking at the camera. So I don't know if I should be looking at the camera, but I don't know if I'm going to always use my laptop. But I look kind of clear. I mean, the camera don't look that bad, but you know, I got to start off. I'm going to do the best I can with what I got. I'm going to use what I got. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not too much worried about it, because I'm genuine, I'm organic, I'm authentic, and yeah, I'm always be raw, real, deep. And yeah, make sure y'all come back, subscribe to my channel. I will have a podcast dropping every week coming soon, probably more towards the end of February, while I'm working out the kinks. I might do a couple of more tests while I add people. Also, I do have another podcast with a friend of mine. It's called Scorpio Minds. We also will be doing the stream yard. So we can see y'all's comments and we can add in people. Also thinking about getting a number where you can call in as well. Yeah, so stay tuned. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I guess just stay tuned. Subscribe to my channel. You know, give out the energy that you want to receive. A lot of people don't really support people. They not happy for people. And you got to understand that energy you give out is the same energy you're going to get. So if you don't feel like genuinely supporting other people and don't have this attitude when they don't support me, that's not the point. Because I want to support everybody, don't get me wrong. I really do. But at the same time, sometimes when you do that, people expect you to do it all the time. All the time, right? I don't have a big following, so me sharing somebody's stuff is not a big deal. But once you do grow a following, these same people you were sharing their stuff for free, it's people that make money off sharing your stuff. But you know, that's this whole internet thing, like, it's crazy. But I like sharing people's stuff, and I just do it off the whim. I don't say, well, I'm gonna share her stuff today. I don't do that. If I feel it in my heart to share it, repost it, or something like that, I just do it off. But I don't be on social media like people think. Like, I'm not on there like everybody else. I'm trying to figure out how to get my life where I want it to be. And when you do, now, don't get me wrong, I have my share. Like, I wish I could share my hours. I be on there, but I'm not on there like people expect you to see every post and see everything. I'm not on there like that. But I said all that to say, the energy that you wish to receive, show that energy. Don't have the attitude where they don't do it for me and they don't fuck with me. Don't do that. The energy that you wish to get, you must put out. And if you putting out negative energy, if you putting out hateful energy, even if you got these hateful energies and nobody knows about them, the universe knows about them. God knows about them. So you're still messing up your own vibe. So fix your vibe, do the inner healing, do the inner work, so you won't even be looking at the world like that. So that's it. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm out.